The last miracle of the universe will be a handful of dirt in a field of sparrows. I have now forgotten all that I have, and have gone deep into days of silence, remembering the sky, and knowing for all that is lost, my days are spent with words unspoken, though birds will come to tell me that I have eyes, and in exchange for nothing, I may not have what is mine. In silence, forgive me for calling the earth to witness what are already lost shadows. Again, listening to birds, I know nothing of my life. From within that one moment of all natural matter, we have become here now. Circumference is a measure of balance. In darkness hidden, time exists but does not move. Drawn at the point of all matter in the universe, speaking of omens to the spirits of the dead, where is the geometry on the path from individual to God? In the emptiness of shadows. You used to be light for more than a passing moment, but no longer a shadow being where the body is gathered. In a way that has perhaps never taken place, but would offer the possibility in the part of life that we live. All ground is sacred. Amid things in this world, find the flower knowing there is always something that you will not see. In the unseen matter, what could possibly remain of our original being? The vessel understands the necessity of its own emptying, like a flower with 1,000 nameless petals. Be simple and complex. Turn misery into account. Be fruitful and die. Suffer and love. Have fear and work. Be and go on being. Do not reject the gifts of the earth. You will end where you end, in silent space. All things done well will help you. Being yourself, a fragment, yet to know that in the end you will be again destroyed and remembered as scattered pieces, seen together in time, beyond which nothing greater can be thought on spirit and on being. Here is the break between matter and eternity. From here the open space is there, and from where I am nothing exists as an empty surface only. Out of the same light being will this world meet you, with no name. 1,000 things rise and fall, as there was once and will be again, nothing, still being. Go forth scattered in pieces, every day forget something, returning with empty hands. Does gravity matter in respect to origin, to the one who has nothing to fear, full of silence flowering? Your being exists visible in its own seeming. Beyond the end, what is it to be all things as they are, as every moment is? We see almost none of the possibilities. There is nothing this day without love into the lasting world. Leave all else behind, as a black hole of truth appears, knowing, still, at a distant point, where the harmony of the world does not let go of those things held close. To the sky, the flowers are not far behind. And all around the sun, where no place can claim an absolutely privileged value, it becomes impossible to form an objectively valid representation of the universe, as learned ignorance now appears at rest, with nothing alone. What remains of this day has gone to where everything goes, torn apart and dissolved beneath the sacred grove, on the law of 12 tables, on the eternal laws, on the principles of systems concerning ideas, on the consignment of the bond, on ancient wisdom on beauty and peace, on the history of my family, on the heroic mind, on the necessity of the end and the difficulty of the means, on being human. On universal right we wander ignorant, separated from divine prophecy, our eyes closed on the world. For what is left is not here for long and forever. For these eternal laws are treaties of mankind, day after day held fast by terror with fates expressed in verse, whereupon our common bond will found laws, will found cities, will found kingdoms, but we must sow fields. For the first vanquished people in the world, those who were our first enemies, will share our fate. So let it be given to the most beautiful to turn the soil, to turn perpetual labor, to reap the bond of faith that was broken by what is called humanity. And as part of our servitude, we will return to the sacred grove to build the asylum, upon which the human laws do nothing but look away to a point in space. Now look again, and be no one and everyone. As we see the future, but will not remember what it is again, only round, vast, empty, dark, being, one. But which one will be revealed by something that remains unknown in every direction? We fall because we are always falling, without reason, as the heart becomes unsettled and does not stay with the body. Perhaps a prediction of nothing, but other dimensions that exist, unseen to us. No life is a small thing, and to see nothing is the gift. In an endless circle of light, wander about being as being is only real, in all the senses. That which has the right to impose itself as true, that which is verified beyond all representation and all manifestation, but which also gives to all revelation its power as truth to the voice of birds. So close your eyes, wandering in the unsettled darkness. Release the body awakened in empty sky that remains somewhere. And again, history will end without the way it is, lying silent, destroying itself as it appears. The collected words are gathered from the bodies of the dead buried alive, and are returned without reference or understanding of origin. With closed mouths and empty eyes, the path from individual to God remains a mystery. In order to find, let us begin with what is left by the moon waiting to become the body of all it is. The privilege of history is to mix things both divine and human, for the way is long to live on nothing. And tomorrow is not tomorrow without giving back what is loved in a single motion. Everything is divided by a shadow only, as nothing exists to us from every side at once, have empty space of all possibilities. Enter there slowly and cry out to one beautiful and useless. Let it be a confession of faith. Sit motionless, eyes fixed upon a black spot of infinity, a monument not quite complete, an empty body that no one will come to collect. Let us gather and lead ourselves. From ruin still, the swollen silence remains between earth and sky. In the end, what has been written is a natural history of a still unfinished world.